Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be discovering what my favourite read of the year was, because I read so many good books, so I really don't know, I don't know if I should just pick a favourite. So I'm going to use a bracket to help me. As you can see, there is book covers printed out behind me. I have picked one book from each month that was my favourite. I struggled with that already, so this is going to be hard. This isn't going to include December, because there's still plenty of time to read more books. I have a lot to catch up on, and I don't think I've even finished one book yet, but I didn't finish a book at all in April, so it's actually worked out quite well for the pairs because I've lost April, so then not having in December means I still got an even number. So when I get to March is actually paired with May on the book bracket. So anyway, let's just get right into it. I'm really excited to see where this goes. I generally read so many good books, I really don't know what's going to be my favourite. These were all so good. All of the I recommend all of these books that are behind me. There. So here we have January, February, March, May. As I said, didn't finish a book in April. So we have two Percy Jackson books for the first bracket. When I get a favourite, I'm just going to move it to here, and then it will be the favourite between the corresponding on the other side. So January, February, both Percy Jackson books. I know which one I preferred anyway, so I'm not going to really spend ages doing this one. I'm just going to move it. Battle of the Labyrinth. There we go. I did really enjoy The Titan's Curse, but it wasn't my favourite Percy Jackson book. It wasn't one of my favourites. But Battle of the Labyrinth I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the Greek mythology element of this. That was really good, and it was just really fun and adventurous and funny, and the characters in all of the Percy Jackson books are always great. So Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth will win that first round. So then next we have March and May. We have Five Survive by Holly Jackson and The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. Both of these were really, really good. Okay, that one was so easy. I thought we were just going to be able to speed through the rest, but this one, I remember the characters more. It was more fun, I would say, but this one I really loved the plot twist elements, and I read it really quickly because it was really gripping. So like they're two completely different kind of reasons why I love the book, so that's why it's like really hard as well. See, I'm trying to go off like, would I reread it, but I can't really do that because with a thriller and a mystery, like, it's never going to be the same when you reread it because you know the plot twists, whereas like Wind in the Willows, I get to just see the characters again and it's fun. I'm gonna go Five Survive because genuinely I read it, like I said, I read it so quickly. It was just so gripping, and it was my first Holly Jackson as well, and I really liked her writing. So that is the first two picks moving into the middle. Percy Jackson, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and Five Survive, both brilliant books. So here we have June and July. I have Done and Dusted by Lola Sage and Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian. Two very different books, obviously. I love the Rebel Blue Art series, I really do. However, every single book I've read from it, I do only give 4 stars. Like, there's always just something missing, but in saying that, 4 stars is obviously still like a really high rating. I really did love Done and Dusted, but when I think of Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, like, there wasn't anything missing. I just had such a good time. I think it was such a good ending. I remember all the emotions I felt reading Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian. So I think I am going to go Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian just because, but I love the Rebel Blue Art series and I hate to not move it further into the centre of the bracket. I really do love the Riders family. I think that's what I love about these books, is I just love the characters so much, and that's what's pulling me towards this one. But then I love the Percy Jackson characters as well. I don't know, guys, I don't know. think I'm gonna go Percy Jackson because like I really do love Lila Sage's Rebel Romance series, like I really do, but Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, it was such a good ending for that series, and I just felt so many emotions that I just feel like it'll be wrong not to move it into a winning spot, a potentially winning spot. Now we've moved down, we have August and September. These are both such good books. They were so incredible. Cool Girl Summer, it was so good. I made an edit for Cool Girl Summer because I just couldn't get over the book. I still not over the book. I loved them both so much. Had such a good time. I mean, this one was a little traumatic, but still had a good time. So Good as Dead is obviously, it's the last book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. The last page just lives in my head rent free. It was a really good ending and a major step up from the other books, but it was crazy and full of plot twists. So this was like one of the best mystery series I've ever read. I loved it so much. Ravi and Pip as well. Such a good romance, and to have that in a thriller as well was really interesting and just added that like fun, lovable element. Cool Girl Summer, so you have Summer, that's Cool Girl Summer, that's her name, and she goes on holiday and she goes to meet up with an old crush. She wants to like get to know him more, get him to fall in love with her, but she ends up sitting next to this guy on the plane who's kind of annoying, and then when they get there she realizes he has booked to stay in the same hotel as her, and things start to happen where she actually gets to know him a bit more than the old crush, and it's a really good, just fun summer romance. I had so much fun with it. It generally was just so good. So on a romance level, both of these really good for that. But which one do I prefer? I'm just like hyping both these books up because I'm just trying to prolong the inevitable that I have to pick which one's my favourite from both of those. I don't know. Can I just skip those months? I don't know. I really did love A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series because of like how much I loved the whole series, and this was such a good round off for that series. I am gonna go As Good as Dead, but I still love you, Cool Girl Summer, and honestly I would reread that every summer. So absolutely recommend this as a good summer read. I'm gonna just move these up because then we do have ones right at the bottom. We have, can you see those? So this is October and November. I mean, I already know what one I'm gonna go with, so I did really love Lost and Lasode, but Spellbound After Midnight was a 5-star. This was a 4-star, and that was for good reason because this was so good. Such a good introduction to this Ever Dark, Ever Deadly series, and Tessa and Derek, just, they're the two characters from this book, just will never leave my head ever. So that's gonna go there. We're gonna have to do like a 3-way bracket here. I guess that's where April and December would have come in. Yeah, I'm kind of dumb. So we have Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth and 5 Survive. Both brilliant books, obviously, that's why they're here. I need to swap sides. So we have Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth versus 5 Survive. I know what I'm gonna go for, so I'm just gonna cut the talk and just do it. Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth. My babe. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this back over here and then put this here. So Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth wins on this side. Now we're going to move over here. Let's move them all together so you can see them. So here we have Percy Jackson, the Last Olympian, As Good as Dead, and Spellbound After Midnight. I hate to say it, but I am just going to eliminate Percy Jackson, the Last Olympian. So we'll review it up there. It's going to have to be between these two. So we have a fantasy, the starting book of a series, and the last book in a series. Ever Dark, Ever Deadly, I haven't finished the whole series, but this was a really good opening book. Like it made me want to keep on reading the series, like just keep getting all the books. And Tessa and Derek were really good starting characters as well, really fun. Their romance was so good. The mystery in this was really good as well. Like I really liked working that out, and the adventure was fun. There never seemed to be a boring moment. Like there was always something happening, and there was a lot of magic elements. It was really good. Then you had As Good as Dead. This was dramatic but also exciting, and again there wasn't really a dull moment in this either. Like it just kept going. And that last page was really good. So, and the characters again, really good. So I just picked both of them. You know what? I don't want to make this video anymore because I can't pick. I don't know. I really don't know. That's the end of the video because I don't know. So thanks for watching. I don't know. I love Spellbound After Midnight, but this was such a good book. I hate to do it, but I think I am going to go As Good as Dead. I don't hate to do it because I love As Good as Dead, but I just feel really bad for the book I don't pick. Have you noticed? I think I'm going to go for As Good as Dead because I just remember being so gripped by that book. Like, I read it in the car. I remember specifically reading it in the car on the way home from Liverpool, and I don't usually... Is that a bird on my window? No, I think it's a leaf. Anyway, yeah, I remember reading it in the car, and I don't usually read in the car because I get like a little bit dizzy and feel a bit sicky when there's like so much motion sickness. That's the thing. But I don't get physically sick, I just get like a headache. I was so gripped by this that I think I just forgot I was in a car. So I'm gonna go As Good as Dead. I genuinely, it was so good. It's already there, but I'll move it over a little bit. Put that back. So now we have Percy Jackson, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and As Good as Dead. Both such good books. So now we have the final round. Both series, both fantastic series. I don't know. This is harder than it looks, guys. So, Percy Jackson, The Battle of the Labyrinth. Fantastic series overall. Characters, love the characters. Brilliant story. Loved the Greek mythology entwined within this one. I was laughing, I was crying, I was just having such a good time, so much fun. And then we have As Good as Dead. I don't know if I was having fun. I was a little bit sad, but the way this book was written was so good. Again, characters brilliant. The last page in this book as well, like it leaves you thinking of it for so long. It just stays in your head. It's like, you're not gonna forget me, not for a long time, and I haven't, and I won't ever, probably. Another book that had the same kind of feeling of that last page just living in your head rent free was it's by Jason Reynolds, and it's called, what is it called? I can't see it right now because it's on the shelf behind my front shelf because I've read it. Why can't I think of the name? The Longest something? This is gonna bug me, so I'm gonna have to look it up. I was close. It's Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. That has a similar effect of the last page, just was like one sentence, one statement, phrase, whatever, that's like really short, and it just sticks in your head, and it makes the book just traumatic. That's how it ends, and it's like, whoa, hold on. Like, just blows your mind. And it just makes you remember the ending more as well. Like, a lot of these, I remember the book as a whole, but like remembering exactly how it ended, I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, that effect is really good. And how my hair's caught on my book trolley. But yeah, so both of these were really, really good. I just don't know. When I'm like I'm trying to think of my time in reading them. Battles of Labyrinth, I did have a lot of fun. The Percy Jackson series, I was just laughing out loud the whole time and crying as well. Like, that series got so many emotions out of me because of how well written it was. But then so did this series, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go As Good as Dead. Oh my god, does that mean that's my favourite book of the year? Where should I put it? Oh my god, this is exciting. Let's put it right there. Move this out of the way. Have I picked my favourite read of the year? Have I actually managed to do that? That's insane that I've actually managed to pick a favourite read of the year. Not including December. But we have our winner, As Good as Dead. Like, looking at these now, I'm like, how did I even pick a favourite? Because they're all so good. But I managed to do it, and am I happy with the outcome? Yes, because I picked it, obviously. I'm just looking around at how many amazing books are here, and like, ones that I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm moving them. I just like moving them. Yeah, so that's my favourite read of the year, apparently, obviously. I'm happy with that decision. It was the Good Girl Guide to Murder series was so good, and I really, really loved it. I would highly recommend it. Obviously, I would recommend all of these books because they were all high ratings for me. I had a lot of fun with all of them. Should we do it? I would say, no, I'm gonna do like a little tier of what ones were what. So it was this one, wasn't it? And Battle of the Labyrinth. And then it would have been Last Olympian and Colgast Summer. And then probably 5 Survive. And then probably these ones, because these ones were all 4 stars, and then above that was all 5 stars. There we go. That's my tier ranking based on what I've just done. It looks like a little Christmas tree. All brilliant books. I cannot wait for the new book in the Rebel Blue Night series. I need to read Heroes of Olympus next. See, because of how far behind I am on my reading goal, I just don't even care about it anymore. I'm like, I'm never going to catch up to that, so I'm just going to hope that I read some really good books that I love. That's my aim now. I don't even need to worry about the Goodreads goal. It's just it's too far gone. It really is. I think I need to read 19 books in 1 month. And I'm not going to aim for that, because then I'm just going to be reading books for the sake of it and I'm not going to enjoy them. So I'm just hoping to finish the year with some good books. And looking at it like this, I'm like, yeah, I've read some really good books this year. And based on this, I would say my year of reading has been successful. Like, I've discovered 2 new series that I absolutely love, and then Percy Jackson as well. I finished this year and I absolutely loved Percy Jackson. Amber Eve is definitely like a new author that I'm going to be looking out for, as well as Jenna Collette and Holly Jackson and Lila Sage. Winnie the Rose, I'm really glad that I finally got to read that. I finally got to meet all the little characters who I love very, very much. Finally got to meet Toad, who is as chaotic as people say. So in terms of like discovering new favourites, I think it was a good year for reading, and yeah, highly recommend all of them. So I will say a little goodbye. So anyway, that is my book ranking of this year, excluding December, because December will be done and then it'll be the new year and I wouldn't have done a wrap-up video, so that's why I'm filming it now, in case you wondered why December wasn't there. I don't know if I already explained that, but anyway, yeah, so that was my little 2024 book wrap up. I hope you had a fun time. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching. If you have already figured out your favourite read of the year, let me know in the comments and we can recommend each other our favourite books. These are mine to recommend, obviously. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.